Hi Pisces, and welcome to your mid-March tarot reading. It has been a while. I remember when I started this channel, I've done this in front of like every reading for you guys, and I want to do it again. So I have my little crystal chalice baby with me, and I would like to do a little tiny meditation, just 2 minutes to cleanse the space here and for you. So I invite you to take a deep breath into your belly. Feel the energy moving through you, and with your breath out, you release tension and negative energies. I am using my Magic Soul Tarot for you today, and as usual, this is a reading for you if your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign is in Pisces. Welcome to all the cross watchers who are interested what a Pisces is doing. So, what are the energies for Pisces? I feel like you're moving into rest, like you want to rest, you need to rest, you want to move into calmer waters, but there's some sort of, decision. Maybe you need to make a decision in order to rest, but you're insecure or don't really know if you can make that choice. Maybe there's some sort of challenge or difficulty with that. We do have, yeah, look at this little Pisces. We do have the Eight of Swords. What does that mean? You're kind of like stuck, but it's stuck in your own belief system, or it might be being stuck by, oh, what should other people think? It might be that a situation is kind of like, I'm just like freaking out here. What do we have here? Everything we just talked about is in those two cards. Why? Because it's justice in the challenging position. What did I just say? There might be a challenging decision or some sort of issue with a decision. Hold on a second. Let's just go into all the cards, and then I'm going to lay out all the cards. Princess of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. Well, that's good. Two of Cups. Look at that. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, like that is in your position. Then we do have a bit of challenges here. Seven of Wands, however, hopes and fears. Six of Wands, Nine of, this is funny, Wands. Then we do have, my God, I always say, ich raste aus when I'm on my German channel. It's kind of like my tagline, ich raste aus, which basically means I'm freaking out, but it doesn't sound as cool, or it doesn't come across like the ich raste aus. Anyway, why am I doing this? Because there is a Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is the advice for you. And the advice is, decide. You need to decide. So it's all about choices here, isn't it? Right, let's go. There's some sort of relationship involved in that. We see this here in the past. So with the Two of Cups, there are two people who are sharing the same emotions for each other, the same feelings, sharing the same visions, the same values, the same goals. So far, so good. This means this is a very round or well-rounded off relationship here. It might be a friendship, it might be a business relationship, it might be a love relationship. Whoever that is, it's very, very well-rounded. The two of you want the same thing. There's a balance, there's a harmony. You're looking in the same direction. For all of you who say there is nobody in my life, I'm the only person in my life, well, then the Two of Wands could, which is funny, is the two as well, which could be a choice connected to a relationship. However, the Two of Cups could also mean that you felt more in harmony with yourself. Maybe there were two parts of you and you have integrated them and you're like, okay, I feel more in balance, in harmony now because I've integrated some sort of parts of me that seem to go against each other, so I feel more balanced. That could have been the case as well with this card. However, now we are at the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords talks about that there is a progress at the moment is not possible because of the way you think. So you might feel quite stuck. Maybe you or maybe another person is in some sort of victim mentality stuck. Oh, I can't do this because I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I can't do that. It's more like finding reasons of why something is not working, keeping yourself stuck, limiting beliefs, instead of finding reasons and solutions and ways why something could work and will work. This is preventing you from making a choice, like I said already at the beginning. We have the Justice card here now. So what's the issue? Maybe you feel like you've made the wrong choice. Maybe you feel like you are unable of making a decision. It might be difficult for you to see things clearly and to judge a situation. Maybe you feel like there is an unfair decision or a situation might be not fair. All of that includes the card, the Justice card. Some of you might, I think I said this at the beginning, might fear, what will other people say? What will other people say if I do this, if I decide this? So there is this energy of being stuck. But again, you're not stuck. It's just the way you think about that situation that keeps you there. And that is, I feel like, preventing you from a decision that would, like, where things would move. What you're thinking about, the Princess of Swords. So there is some sort of new information. You could be researching. Maybe you're trying to find out something, get more information, get more knowledge. That's one part. So you could be focused on finding that piece of information and knowledge, either through research or through maybe a course. A course could be that you learn something new. There might be some sort of information coming through to you and you're thinking about that, some sort of knowledge or piece of information. That might be through a conversation or a message. There might be a significant message or that just came to you and you're thinking about that. Maybe some sort of offer even. But I do also feel like you are a lot in your head, and I feel like there are a lot of thoughts and you're trying to find clarity, which again would make sense with the Eight of Swords here. What else? For some of you, you might find you're focusing on new ways of communicating or new ways of thinking, especially since we do have the Eight of Swords here. Some sort of thinking might just not work and you're trying to find new perspectives and to clear something. How do you feel? Four of Wands. Now the Four of Wands, well, the Four of Wands means like you have something achieved. There's something that you have achieved, some sort of milestone, and there is the energy of joy about this, or like being happy about that, celebrating something. So while all of this is going on at the same time. Maybe it's like a balancing out thing, that there's something else in your life at the moment where you feel joyful and happy. You might feel a little bit more social again, and there's in some shape or form a milestone or an achievement that you've just reached that makes you feel maybe a little bit more stable, or makes you feel quite happy. It's like, yes, I've done that. That feels good. The underlying energy, however, is the Four of Cups here. So there's something connected to that situation where you're not happy or fulfilled. Yes, there might be some sort of stability. Four is the card of stability. However, this is not really fulfilling. Something that is being offered to you might not be what you want. It might even be an underlying energy of frustration, especially when the Eight of Swords talks about that you feel stuck in some shape or form, trying to find new ways of thinking, trying to find new ways of communicating. Some sort of achievement here, some sort of success experience, but then also not really being happy and fulfilled. Something that is being offered to you. It's almost like, how do you say this? It's in Germany we say lauwarm, when something is not warm, but also not cold. It's just, we say, I forgot the English word. Anyway, so it's just a little bit like, something is, And when we do see this continuing here with the Five of Pentacles, because it tells me that there's some sort of lack. You're lacking something, you're missing something. And I feel like this is the energy. Like, oh, for some of you, that might be a lack of literally energy. You might be physically exhausted. Also, the Nine of Wands that we see here is suggesting that there's something where you feel a little bit exhausted. However, the Five of Pentacles is some sort of challenge connected to the material world. So something is not enough. You might work through a mindset here, a mindset of lack. But I do also feel like, because we have the Six of Pentacles here, like you are overcoming this. So you are opening yourself up to receiving. You're opening yourself up to abundance. And it does feel like whatever lack is here, you're trying to balance that out. You're working on it. So that's a very good thing. So it does seem like in a way you are aware of it. Having the Five of Pentacles here, like I said, so maybe there is a lack of finances coming, or there is a lack of confidence, a lack of self-worth. Like, oh, I can't do this, right? Especially those two cards. I can't do this because of, I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. So that might be something here. If this is not you, it might be the other person you're dealing with here. It might be a lack of love, a lack of emotions, a lack of warmth. Usually the card is a quite cold card, so the energy in itself could be cold, not loving, so you're lacking that. Whatever this is unfortunately now the next thing that is coming towards you, being confronted with that lack energy in your life. But I feel like, and this is what I'm seeing, like you're, it's coming back to look at, so you can look at it and you can break free from this. So that's obviously a really good thing, especially with that card. I do have high hopes for you, Pisces, that you are now opening yourself up to abundance, to receiving, to overcoming this lack. What's outside of you? Outside influences, Seven of Wands. So I do feel like there is some sort of energy vampire, somebody who's draining you, something or someone could drain you. Might be conflict, critics, conflicting energies, arguments. Somebody might be very defensive, or might be like that. I mean, this is my Gandalf card, right? It's like, you shall not pass. So somebody might be like that, you shall not pass. I don't want to have anything to do with that. I'm not hearing anything. I don't want that. So if that is the case, obviously that might be quite of a difficulty if you're dealing with that kind of person. If this is not a specific person, I feel like there's something in your environment that is draining your energy, and I feel like it's important that you recognize what it is in order to change that. Maybe that is a decision. I mean, just look at that, right? We have here the issue with making a decision. We see you're lacking something. There is the energy of lack, and then in the outside environment, there's something also almost like draining. Maybe that's something you're trying to figure out. What's the thing that is draining? What's preventing me from making that choice? What's preventing me from opening myself up to abundance, to receiving? So I do feel, like I said already, you're really working with that energy. Hopes and fears, overcoming the challenges, improving your situation, being successful, whatever that means. Could be business success, could be success in a relationship, could be whatever goal you set yourself. It might mean that you're hoping for receiving the appreciation and being seen for who you are in all of your radiance and beauty. Maybe you're lacking that. And then we're going to the 9 of Wands. Now the 9 of Wands, like I said already, this is the energy of, you might feel exhausted. You have fought a couple of battles and went through challenges. You're still standing. However, you might be tired. So especially looking at those cards, right? It's a lack of movement, a lack of progress because of the way somebody thinks. Then because of the way somebody thinks, yes, then there is a lack energy here, and that leads to you being tired, like the energy of being tired. With the 9 of Wands, it also tells me that something is not quite finished yet. That would be the 10, right? So with the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Wands are on the one hand a sign that you need to take care of yourself. Rest, gather your strength, and then when you've gathered your strength, you might need that in order to do one more thing here. Maybe this situation needs you to stand up one more time, to do something one more time, to work on something one more time in order to complete it. Maybe in order to complete a cycle or to bring in the harvest of that situation. So a little bit of a difficult energy here. Also, the 9 of Wands can talk about the experiences from the past. So it's important with this card to use the experiences from your past in order to learn from it, but don't let them hold you back. Yes, you might need to set boundaries. Not let things get too close to you, like this card would suggest as well. Don't let things from the outside drain you. Learn to set boundaries, learn to take care of yourself. And yes, you have had some experiences in the past that might have led to that now, have led to the energy of, oh, I'm not sure if I can do, I feel kind of like stuck, oh, there's this lack energy. However, take the learnings and then move on. Take the learnings, rest, and then gather your strength and continue, move on. And with the 2 of Wands, that's the advice. And the advice is, you need to decide what it is that you want. You need to decide in what direction you want to move into, or you want a specific situation or area of your life to move into. You have the world in your hand, whatever it is. The choice is yours. So whatever it is that you need to do, you need to find that within yourself and then make a choice and go ahead, take action upon that choice. All right, Pisces, I hope you resonate with that reading. If so, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to the channel, and I'm looking forward to do your next reading.